A little bit. You might be a little slower. We're all good. We're gonna start on this bad boy. I'm gonna have you have a seat and lay back. So you got it. Then you're gonna put your right here. Scoot down for me as low as you can. All right. You're gonna hit those glutes. Okay. Your friend do okay with you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How's it doing good with you?
Yeah. So is a shunt the same thing as a reframing of your neck?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a cage on.
Yeah, she's got a cage.
Yeah.
So.
So she can't like.
Yeah. So I'm just not doing floor stuff.
No, you
Yeah.
should. You can. She looks strong doing it. I just
Uh-huh.
want you to be aware and careful of it because if you fall forward,
yeah,
it'll be bad.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Right into it, man. We're just walking this morning. We're just walking this morning. So the deeper we go, I like to start here first because this is not an anxiety. This anywhere makes us body. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how to do a proper deep form squat. So you're doing it well here. You transition over to standing with gravity. You're going to be perfect. So I actually want you, if you can, try to inch that just a little bit more. Sure. More. So what happens when you're this deep, you have to start with the glutes, all right? Most people, when they squat, they just go down this low, that's all quads. So if you go, the more glute activation there is. So drive, squeeze through your butt first, and then push through your legs to the rest of the movement. You're just on a side warrior. All right, I want you to do that while you're holding the bar up over your chest. My feet are right there. Hold it right up, stabilize your core, keep your arms locked up, right? Push your legs. Yeah, oh yeah, we're gonna get multitask. We're gonna get your arms higher outside. All right, let's start with 10. All right, control movement, just don't crash the block. All the way down to you touch. Good. Right up. 2. 3. 5. Yeah, foot goes straight turn. Yep, I'm gonna hold on to it, make sure we get it. 6. I'm hoping we find making the brakes off, but I think we're okay with it now. Correct. I can feel that. Oh yeah. There we go. Well, those measurements didn't shock me last week. Yeah. But I got, I know that you went. All right, so you see the first 10. I want you to know, all right? Let's go through and do 2 4 more sets of 10. Just a little more. Then we're going to get it. All right, step inside. Here we go. 1. And we'll just squeeze your ears, come tight, arms are up. So you might need to block that kind of neutral, right? So you go out of that. That's what's beautiful about being on the floor too, is you get a lot of feedback from the wind. Right. I'm not shooting out, I'm not. No, you're good. Don't squeeze. 6. 4. 7. 8. We're doing a little white arms too. Yep, so this is good. So we're all in. Yeah. That's 2 sets. You can rest your knees. You don't have to rest for seconds. That's fine. That's fine. Try to think about when everything's looking great. Try to think about when we squat, we don't want to push to our toes. So try to think about pushing your toes up, but more focus on the heels and the middle of the foot. Okay. Right? Think like eggshells under the toes. Right. That's it.
Hey, Bill and Karen. I don't know who else. Let me check this.
Hi.
Hey guys, how you doing today?
All right, how are you?
All good. Ready for yoga? We'll get started. We can get started now. So you
Okay.
guys get your self seated in a chair. But we're gonna do a little bit more flowing with the upper body stretching today. So still do the legs, but I got some new ones to show you. So just be on the lookout. So make them into sequences too. Right. So just to start, we are keeping knees right over toe or ankles, and knees right in front of our hips. Just try to stay super straight as best we can with that trunk stability there. Shoulders back, chest up. This is kind of a relaxing song, but it could switch to rap any minute. So I'm gonna change. Alexa, play relaxing spa music. Devon, if you can think of a station that's kind of both, you can go ahead and change it. Okay.
You got this time slot is regular class. Sorry, we got no good relaxing music on.
Yeah. I don't know what went. There it went. Okay. All right, guys, let's start off with our 4-7-8 breathing real quick.
I knew this was going to be uncomfortable.
So we're going to do repeat 3 times over. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Again, you guys can place hands if you need more reminders with using your core or really helping you fill up your lungs a little bit more. Put your hand over your heart. So you can be more mindful of it. All right. So let's take a deep breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And big exhale out. One more inhale in. And hold. All right, and big exhale out. Your tight lips, guys. And one last time, deep breath in. And hold. And big exhale out. Very nice. All right, let's take a, hopefully you guys are nice and warmed up in that breathing now. All right, so now we're just going to close your eyes and relax your body. You guys are just gonna take some deep breaths just to get yourself all nice and relaxed and all your thoughts quieted. So make sure those shoulders are back. We're still keeping a strong posture even though we're relaxed. But you guys can just think about dropping those shoulders away from your ears a little bit more, just so that you're not putting that stress in that neck there. Just try to relax your shoulders away from your ears.
Good. I'm not the one guy that listens to music that much. I'm more of a guy, how you drive is good. That's all I really need. I use music as a tool a lot. I'm finding it, but yeah, there's a lot of research behind the beats. Yeah. You like music or not, beats get more energy. We'll do it. I mean, I'm not against it. Maybe just today it's fine. Right?
Alright guys, hopefully you were able to relax tension in your body with that, able just to focus on your breathing. Remember, that's your tool throughout our practice. If you guys, or in general, focus on that breathing. to get yourself focused on your body, right? That mind-body connection is connected mainly by that breathing, okay? So in that oxygen and blood flow, right? So we want to use that as best we can to get awareness sent all throughout our body, okay? So next we're going to add in some movement with the breathing. All right, you guys can make sure that those shoulders are still back, posture strong. We're going to take those inhales as we bring those arms up and exhale down. I will always do this one, guys, because a compression of the spine is very common. So we really want to think about pulling up those ribs, up away from those hips to decompress that spine, right? Try to give it a nice good stretch. And now when you guys are ready, you can start looking up towards the ceiling as your arms go up, and then looking down towards the floor as the arms go down. Still continue that inhale as you go up, exhale going down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. Hopefully our neck is starting to feel better now. And if you notice, you really want to use that inhale to get farther up, to really be able to reach, and then deflate back down, right? So these visuals of our body doing that will help us get stronger and progress in that movement. And hopefully now you guys have noticed you're reaching up a little bit higher. All right. So now we're just gonna bring up one arm right above us, all right? And then we are going to exhale as we go over our head. Remember, we are only twisting from belly button up, and we are going to alternate sides. So inhale, so that arm goes up, exhale, side bend to the right, or whichever direction you were going. So remember, it's an inhale up, exhale over the head. These are hard. This is key though. If you want to learn how to be a ballerina, you can do that. Let's make it a little more fun. They're very graceful. I'm gonna try to practice to be a little more graceful. We're just having fun, guys. All right, so next we are going to bring these arms up and then do that together. Okay, so we are going to exhale as we go to the right. Inhale back to center, exhale to the left. So we're hopefully getting a little bit higher on our arm now with the side body stretch. Just so that we can keep those ribs up nice and high. A nice elongated spine with both of these arms being up. Very nice. So let's pull down with the exhale. You can inhale back up. Exhale down with a squeeze. Gracefully inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. So now we're just putting a little bit of a burn into our upper back and our shoulders. All right, this keep strengthening up those postural muscles will work really good for strengthening up the shoulders too, so everything stays nice and balanced. Guys, if you have trouble with the dominant side versus the weaker side, we can always try to single it out if it's something we can think about singling out. All right, so we inhale up, exhale, pull. Just remember to keep those shoulders square. So I always like to place a hand on my hip so that this side stays nice and in place and it's not moving when I do another arm movement. All right. So next what we are going to do is go up into that arm a little bit more. So we are going to inhale that arm up over in front of our chest. And then you can exhale as you pull that elbow in towards your chest with the other arm. This is just getting back of our shoulder here. So if you feel lots of tension with this one, just use deep breaths to release it. Contract and relax. And back down. Let's inhale the other arm going up forward. Exhale in. Very nice. Very nice. So just working our arms real quick before we go into our neck. Oh, my knee just decided to fall over. So if you guys are in that same boat, bring back that strong posture. Get everything nice and aligned. And bring that arm down. All right, next we are going to do a tricep stretch. All right, so I will show you the back. You guys are bringing up your arm and then reaching those fingertips to the center of your back. You're going to use your other arm to help give it a little pull to really stretch out that tricep here. Okay? So we're going to hold it here for a couple of deep breaths, okay? Try to stay strong with it. We'll get that flexibility will come. So if you're kind of more reaching your opposite shoulder, that's okay. We'll get there. But just try to be midline on that back. Those fingertips. All right, now we are going to lean over to the left. Just to get a little added stretch there. Remember when we move, we want to exhale. Sorry, I should have told you that. And then go to the other side just to check on that other armpit. That's where I pull, but on the side. All right. So that same arm, I was doing my right tricep. So now I am going to place my arm down, and then I'm just going to pull with my other hand if you can reach it. You're reach for that wrist in the back, and you're just going to pull it down the back. Okay. So at least for me, I know I get tight shoulders and tight neck. So these are always good ones to keep up with. That's why I always repeat it in our beginning, not the arms, but definitely our necks. So if you remember it, you can always keep practicing at home. We are going to do that left side now. So the tricep stretch. So you're going to inhale as you bring that arm up, and then push it, push. Go for those fingertips to the center of our back. To the center of our back, and then pull that elbow if we can. Very nice. So deep breaths here. breath. All right, now we're going to drop that arm down, that left arm down, and then again with our other hand, we've got that flexibility. Don't worry about it if you don't. Just try to think about pushing back, pushing down and back those shoulders. Okay, so we're pulling down that wrist in the back.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You keep walking, we got to show where we're going to be next. You're going to get down on your knees, all right? You're going to isolate your butt muscles. We'll start here in the practice position, hands up the mat, see your bottom out to your heels, drive your pelvis forward. Down, drive up. Do a set of those so that you get comfortable, and ultimately, this is going to be our position.
All right, bring it back up. Let's just do that tricep position one more time, just because I forgot to do the little bend with it. So sorry about that. So I'm doing my left tricep up. If you guys were following along with the right arm, if you were copying mirror image, just do the opposite one. And then we're just going to take a nice big inhale and exhale as we or bend over towards the side, opposite direction. Breathe into it. Get that awareness. Release that tension that we might be feeling. We can go the other side just to even it out. The other arm. And bring it back to center and relax those arms. You guys can do a little squeeze if you feel some blood flow. Hands feel a little numb. Keeping those arms up. You're more of a Fitbit.
All right, I'm trying to promise you I'll bring
Hair
you
tie.
back.
Yeah, the hair tie is pretty tight. All right. Okay, so next we are going to bring our hands up over our head, and then we are going to take a nice big deep breath in and exhale. You watch me first as you go chin to chest, and that added weight of your hands on the back of your head will really feel a good pull on that back of your neck there. So just embrace it. Take deep breaths. If you need a break from it, you can always bring that head back up with an inhale. Exhale back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. If you feel dizzy, you can always close your eyes.
9, 10, 1. Good.
Now you guys can, now we're going to do reps of this. So we are going to close those elbows as we look down. Open them back up as we inhale, back up towards the sky. All right. Exhale down. Inhale up. So really try not to use any more of your spine other than that cervical area at the top. Okay. I don't really want to get into the cat to cow just yet. Just really working on that cervical area right now. Very nice. Bring it back down. All right, very good, guys. All right, so there was this one. I wanted to see what this one was all about. So we're doing the opposite now. So we're keeping our hands in front, below our chin, okay? And then we are going to take a deep breath in And exhale as we pull back our head. You can use those hands as a little extra resistance. Come back to center and go back. So try to stay as straight as you can with that movement. Going forward and back. Keep that head very, very straight. I know this one looks funny, but it does add a little extra pull. Very nice. Good. All right, guys, now we're gonna get into the shoulder blades a little bit. All right, so you guys can keep your hands together right in front of you. We are gonna do that, just a couple of rounds of this, where we go up with our shoulders as we inhale, exhale, down and back. Inhale up, exhale, down and back. Keep going, keep breathing with it. I'm gonna turn on the fans. It's getting a little hot, even though it's yoga. Sorry for the distraction. Inhale up, exhale down. And guys, always, if you feel confident with the movement that you're doing, you can always close your eyes through it so that you can bring that awareness that much stronger. You can really just focus on the breathing and the movement. Get rid of all the distractions.
Right now, we go to half. So it's going to require you to stay on the left side, or you can right leg up.
Alrighty, so we're feeling a little bit more relaxed with the arms. We went the shoulder. Now let's go a little bit more into our neck. Okay.
Alright, keep your core tight.
So we did the front and back, but let's just take some breaths with it. Okay, we're gonna take an inhale as we go look up, exhale down. Just make sure everything's still running nice and good. Inhale up. All right, center, back up, and now we are going to go left and right. So breathe however way you'd like. Get a nice good pull. Oh no. Going. Hey, Susan. All right, guys, this is one of my favorites. So we're going to drop that chin down, and then we're using our chin to go up to the right shoulder, back to chest, to the other shoulder, back to chest. So we want to inhale as we go up, exhale, back down. All right, I'll start so you guys can breathe along with me, and we're not just jumping right into it. All right, let's take a deep breath in. And exhale as you drop that chin. Inhale that chin up to your shoulder. Exhale back to chest. Inhale to the other shoulder. Exhale back down to chest. So we're going to alternate sides. Just work slow with it. And use that breathing. All right, so you guys can bring yourselves back up to center. That one was good. All right, now we're just going to drop our ear now to shoulder. So you gotta get the opposite side of our neck. All right, so take a deep breath in. And exhale over to the right. If you guys are up for it and you don't feel enough tension to begin with this, you can always bring out that arm very slowly because it will be a good pull. The farther out you reach, the more it'll hit into that front of your deltoid. But if it's too much for you, you can always bring that arm in or just keep it on your lap. Okay. Or you could always bring up an arm to get a little extra resistance with placing your hand on your head, not like you're really pulling it or anything. You're just laying your hand down. Deep breaths. All right, bring that head back up straight. And now we're going to do the other side. Okay, so now I'm going to take a nice big inhale in to start. Exhale as I drop other ear down to the other shoulder. As I exhale. All right, so again, you guys can play around with it just very slowly. If you're able to bring out the arm to extend that stretch down the shoulder. Or we could just bring up the arm to lay our hand on our head. Deep breaths. When you're ready, come back up. All right, so sometimes when we stretch each sides, we get a little, we get triggers, all right? So when we do like a full rotation, it kind of works them all out, those kinks. So it gets everything back into place. If things were a little bit sensitive before, we kind of opened up that door. Just kind of need to do a little extra at the end just to get everything all working back in a nice, good, I don't know how you say it, mobile rotation, rhythm. So, All right, so we're going to use our nose as a marker. All right, we did this in the beginning of our yoga session, so I'm sure you guys remember this one. So we are making little circles with our nose. All right, so we're going to the right first. All right, so we're going to start off nice and slow. You guys can close your eyes. We're just doing little circles. Making sure that neck is tension free. And get a little bit bigger with those nose circles. All right, big circles now. Close your eyes if you're dizzy. Keep breathing. All right, so now you guys can recenter your head, and now we are going to go to the left. Okay, so little nose circles to the left. All right, so start little. Make sure that posture's nice and strong. Get a little bit bigger. We got medium-sized circles now. And now large. Go a little bit bigger. All right. dizzy without even keeping my eyes open. It's going a little too fast. All right. So guys, get back. We're gonna move into our legs now to make sure we have time for that before we do a cat to cat. Alrighty. So first I'm gonna grab my right leg. I'm gonna pull it in towards my chest. So you guys are gonna try to keep a nice strong core and back so that you're nice and straight. That's fine. You guys can flex and point those toes. Nice, you can do a little ankle roll, one direction and the other. Nice. All right, now with that same leg, you can point or aim that knee up higher towards that right shoulder. So you can open up your hip a little bit more.
All right, Kat. Basically, we use the bar for stability and support.
You guys can try to keep a flex foot for this. That would be good.
Put it in the tires, slide it up.
Because that happy baby is what you gotta keep a flexed foot.
Try to do that flexion use.
All right, and now you can rock it from the center of your chest to the right shoulder. If you're using that right leg right now. This just opens up your hip a little bit. It's a little bit more flexible. All right. And now what we are going to do is switch into that pigeon. So ankle goes over left knee. You're going to keep a flex foot over here. And you're going to make sure you got a 90-degree angle and that hip is still down. That sits bone is still grounded to the seat. So your hip isn't coming up off the seat that you're in. You want to stay grounded so the hip stays square. Okay. And if you're able to add a little extra resistance on that knee, just gonna hold it here for 30 seconds or so. So keep a good breathing. So keep up breathing.
Jesus. This is where our focus is, right? Jesus.
So hopefully you guys are feeling it in the IT band, going towards that glute muscle, gluteus medius. All right, so now if we can try to cross your leg, so push that leg down a little bit more. We're still trying to keep square with those hips, but we're going to do a little bit of a twist, but that's fine. We're not going to do too much because it's a little bit intense of a stretch, okay? So really go into it super slow. If you're able to reach your elbow there and use the backhand for support on your seat or on your arm, whatever you have, that's good for anchoring you down. We're just gonna hold this here. And if it turns so super slightly with a nice good exhale, this is called Lord of the Fishies pose. It's a good, nice spinal twist for you. The way to modify it is just to pull on that one knee to open up that chest over to the right side. But we can come back to center. Exhale to pull that knee back up and over, send it back down to the ground. And now we're going to do the same thing, same sequence with our left leg. All right, so starting with pulling that left knee into your chest. Keep a nice, good, strong core.
I'll try. I'll try to focus here. That's fine.
Flex and point the foot. So hopefully you guys feel this in the front of your leg. The hip flexor, those get tight, as well as our hamstrings. So kind of, if you don't feel it so much here, you can try it laying down. Because tight hip flexors, tight hamstrings can cause a lot of issues. All right, give your ankle a little roll one way and the other. Very nice. All right, now let's bring up that knee towards our shoulder. Try to hold it here for a second, flex that foot. Don't forget to breathe. And then you can rock it up and down. Remember, we're kind of going towards the center of our chest, up to our shoulder. Just mainly think about as you go up with something, you inhale, exhale down. That's the front of our body. All right, and now let's place that leg over into that pigeon pose. So ankle right over our other knee. We're keeping hips square, so make sure you're not coming up too much. So keep a flexed foot. And you can again place a hand over top. But if you feel a lot with this one, remember to take deep breaths. If you don't feel a lot with this one, still take deep breaths. We're talking to this area. Big inhale.
Okay. This is we're going to get out. That's right. Squeezing it out.
Alrighty. Alright, so let's push that leg down a little bit more now so that we can get a good twist. Alright, so again, you can just try it with your hand. If this is too much, this is going to be a lot for if we don't do the spinal twist often. So keep that hand on, not so much your knee, but the quad muscle, so right above your knee. You can twist forward or twist over to the left side with a nice big exhale. So a lot of times you'll feel it up in those lats too with this one.
So you have seats, I can get an eyeball where sure.
That's where I mainly feel it anyway. All right. One last big deep breath in. Exhale. Back to center. Drop that leg down. I want to get into the cat-to-cow real quick before we have to do our cool down. Just because this one feels best for my spine, so I'm sure it does for you guys too. So you guys can place hands over knees, okay? Just make sure we're sitting nice and straight. As always, we want to think not just going down our right side with it, we want to be as centered as possible, okay? So that's why we use our core and our belly button as a visual of keeping everything pulled in. All right, especially when we bend forward, you really want to think about pulling in that belly button toward the spine. Okay. So that cat to cow, we're going to inhale, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, punch forward. Nice, and round the spine. So inhale up, arch the spine. If it doesn't hurt, a lot of times arching is too much for that lower back. So go to a neutral spine if anything. But keep breathing. All right, so inhale up, exhale, round forward. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. All right. Let's just do a spinal twist normally, just because I think we'll have time for that. All right, so right hand to opposite knee. Just twist yourself to the side. And let's go the opposite way. So left hand now meets right knee. Over. And big exhale. And back down to center. Alrighty, guys. So let us do the last round of 4, 7, 8 today. And then we'll take a moment just to relax our heads again. All right. So 4, 7, 8. 3 times. Repeat 3 times. I'll lead you through it, so you guys can close your eyes if you'd like. But let's start with a nice big inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And big exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Hold. And big exhale out. One more round. Deep breath in.
I didn't have much for keeping it. That's all right.
And hold.
We moved up in the heart, well, that was so hard. We moved up in the heart.
And big exhale out. All right. Work, guys. All right, so if we can, just focus on our breathing. I know there's some distractions today. I will try to figure that bit out. Maybe I can re-record this yoga stuff. Something. I don't want to change up the time on you guys. Yeah, maybe I can do a whole YouTube thing or something. But let's get back to the breathing. We're going to take a nice little time out. Just try to quiet our brains, try to quiet everything else around us. Only focus on the breathing. All right, so get your hands in a comfortable spot and just take deep breaths. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So to be able to meditate, we really just want to focus on that breathing. So just focus on that chest rising and falling the best you can. Alright guys, when you're ready, you can start and move your fingers a little bit just to bring movement back to your body if you were fully relaxed. It was kind of a nice little moment. But you guys can slowly open back your eyes if you haven't already. All right, you guys can always keep doing that after our session is over. It's a classic Savasana pose that you do at the end of yoga, and you kind of just lay there and just kind of only focus on your breathing, and it really does help your body feel relaxed. And if you guys do have trouble falling asleep, I recommend doing that pose right before. You kind of just angle out your feet and your knees and your arms. You just lay there and you really just only think about your breathing. So if you guys do have trouble falling asleep, that's a good thing to do. Or just the breathing in general. Cuts down all the distractions. But hope you guys enjoyed today. Susan, in the beginning we did a little bit more of upper body stretches with I brought in some arm stretches for today, so just to switch it up this week. Sorry you were behind, but hopefully you got some out of it still.
Hey, Molly.
Yeah, hey Susan.
Hey, real quick, is there just like I missed a little bit? What were the stretches that you just?
Okay, so if you want to get a good stretch for your arms, you do that classic deltoid stretch right here where you can cross your arm over, pull it in towards your chest. You can sequence a tricep after that. So if you can get your arm up and then reach those fingertips to the center of your back, just get a nice good stretch if you pull back. I mean, even just holding it here gets a good stretch for that tricep. Do both sides. We did some side bends so that you can get the sides of your body nice and stretched.
Okay.
And if you remember the neck stuff.
Okay.
And honestly, I like this one a lot if you get knots in your shoulder blades. If you take a nice big inhale as you bring your shoulders up, exhale down and back. That usually gets muscles back in place if you do it for 2 to 5 minutes.
Okay.
That's about it.
Oh, that's great. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Sure thing.
Oh, those are some different ones.
Yeah.
Looks.
I think. Oh yeah, I did have some other new ones too, where to get the neck stretched a little bit more. Kept hands behind their head to add a little resistance as you exhale, chin to chest. So that's a good one to do if you do have a little neck stiffness. And then the opposite of that was to have your hands below your chin so that when you look up, you're adding a little extra resistance upward.
Oh.
So,
did we do anything for lower back today?
lower back, not so much. You getting your legs up was kind of a stretch. We did not do the forward fold or anything.
Okay.
But if you could do that cat to cow, that would be good. Or just honestly laying downward for that forward fold.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Lower back is kind of with that twist, but I mean, I feel it more in my upper back. That's just probably because where I'm tight, but it is supposed to stretch out the lower back too.
And the exercises you just mentioned, how many do you do?
Like repetitions of it.
Yeah.
So I like to hold it for like 30 or so seconds, and then just take deep breaths with it. If you're trying to do if you've got a lot of tension there, I'd go 3 rounds of that, where you kind of take a break and then do it again for 30 seconds. Just remember to keep breathing through it to really get that tension out. So,
okay, great.
I like alternating these side bends, at least a good 5 to 10 times each side.
Oh, okay.
You do that.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So yeah, I don't know if this yoga thing is, or I checked out, Susan, I checked out the Pilates stuff, and only thing that I've seen so far was that they were using a chair to do the Pilates. So I need to figure out if there's like an adapted way, or just think of it on my own. But I'm gonna talk to Ron about maybe moving this, not moving the time, but setting it up on YouTube. So I pre-record this at least, or just have different things, because I think that might be better, because now that we've got more people in the gym,
Yeah.
it's hard to do yoga. It's a little distracting.
You go back to in your basement like you were doing?
Yeah, back to the basement. Yeah, so I just have to move the time on you guys again, which I don't know if you guys understand. But
Oh.
yeah. I mean,
I'll look for that book today. I'll go look for it now on thinking
okay.
about it.
Yeah, and just so I can see it for Tuesday. I am reading something. I need to pick it back up, but I had to start reading a discipline book, because my daughter is now 2, and discipline is like the main focus right now. So that's what book I've been reading right now. So, but,
Yeah, I'll look for the Pilates book, because I know it deals with disabilities and Pilates. So
okay, awesome, sweet.
Okay.
Sorry, did I cut you off? I think I'm getting.
No, I was just saying I'll look for the Pilates book.
Oh,
Sure it
okay.
has. I'll keep my fingers crossed that it's, more than just, those 4 people in chairs. I mean, I know it's people in chairs, but I just don't know how good it is, but.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, Devon told me it's a big thing, so I'm really interested in now that I love Pilates. So.
But Pilates for disabled people is a big thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's a big thing in PT too, so he said.
Okay. All right. Well, I know there's that machine that you can lay on that's, someone told me is they in the PT departments and stuff.
Oh yeah, I saw an ad for that, and I was like, what? That is so cool. Just it's like a table kind of glider thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing about doing a Pilates certification, is that you have to kind of pick which tool you'd be wanting to use, and that thing looks cool. So
Yeah.
that would work for here too, for everyone. So it'd be awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hope you feel a little more relaxed. It was a little today, but no offense to them. But I'm sure they, yeah. I'm gonna get back to you guys.
Okay. All right. And I'll see you on Tuesday.
Alrighty, see you then.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Bill, Kara. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, bye.
See ya.
Guys.